cut me off.
You can't do this, though.
Yeah. Of course you can.
What's so funny?
Nothing. I don't know. I never said anything. Oh, it's time to start dancing.
Tupac, and he was, hey, you know, and Bush, you know, a real mother will be sitting down and set his ass down somewhere. You know what I'm saying? I'll be hanging out just want to be seen and shit. I first shot at you, big boy in the head. I thought he was dead. Like, damn, he's dead.
Who's the person that's #1 on that invitation list?
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Keefe D just dropped what Diddy did to Tupac at them freak-off parties, and the streets went dead quiet. Word is the man who was in the Cadillac that night is finally putting the private sessions on the record, and if what he's saying holds up, the whole story behind Pac's hit just got a lot darker. If you're tapped into them whispers, y'all already know the Keefe D trial for Tupac murder is ongoing. Now Keefe been taking the stand and spilling all he knows, and this time he talking all Pac went through at Diddy's parties.
I got it.
No? Okay. Mr. Davis, my understanding is that Mr. Stamp has made you aware that you have the right to have the jury sentence you if they come back on a first-degree murder verdict, and you have decided to waive that right. Is that correct?
That's right.
Okay. So what that means is when I am talking to the jurors, I'm not going to tell them what the potential penalties are for first-degree murder. Additionally, I'm not going to ask them if they can abide by those penalties and come up with a sentencing agreement or sentencing decision. And then at the end of the day, if that is the verdict, it would be me sentencing you on that as well as the enhancement. Is that your understanding of everything that would happen given this waiver?
Enhancement.
Yeah. So in general, the defense would have, the jury would be able to sentence you on the first-degree murder portion.
This is not some loose rumor. It connects straight into the patterns folks have been whispering about for years around those exclusive environments and the kind of control that gets built behind closed doors. Now let's rewind to the beginning so everything lines up clear. Diddy ran gatherings that looked like high-end industry parties on the surface, but insiders say they operated on a whole different level.
Hey, everybody know ain't no party like a Diddy party, though.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Right here.
The rooms were locked once everybody was inside. Phones got collected at the door. The public image got turned all the way off. What happened next was never meant to leave those walls. According to the claims now circulating from Keefe D's testimony, Tupac was pulled into that same world in the mid-90s. The same private sessions, late night energy Usher spoke about. Y'all remember that? The pressure to participate.
To New York City. And I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
That's the crazy thing. Now, that was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you over to something called Puffy Flavor Camp.
There you go.
To learn
Flavor Camp?
Yeah,
Flavor
that's
Camp.
what it was called. And you're going to go to Puff Daddy's. He's going
In the 90s. Do you understand what that's like?
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and like nonstop, right?
No, not really. I mean, but hey, it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you seeing?
I went there to see the lifestyle.
Right.
And I saw it. And it was but I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild.
You're a dad now. Would you ever send your kid to Puffy Camp?
Hell no.
And according to what is being put on the record, Pac eventually said no. Every one of them mama knows Pac hated to be controlled. That refusal is the part the streets cannot stop talking about. Because in that circle, saying no was never simple.
I mean, the way this country is successful is if we have one set of rules and everybody follows them. If anybody gets outside of that set of rules and they're in a public view like I am, you know, it's like detrimental to everybody following the rules. They can't arrest me on those small things. They got to frame me. They got to do things like this. They got to have, 30 charges and none of them have to do with me. I represent that thug mentality from the street. So they feel like if they can punish me, then it'll punish people who are not as brave as I am, who don't speak out against things like me. I'm angry at them. I'm angry at the system. I don't know. Yes, I am going to say that I'm a thug. That's because I came from the gutter and I'm still here. Why do you got an attitude? What's wrong? What's the matter? And it's like, if somebody put their foot on your neck, for so many years. For me, it's been 20 years. I can't take the 400 years struggle. I can identify, but I can only take up to 20 years. That's how long I've been here struggling, 20 years. And if somebody put their foot on your neck for 20 years, when you finally do get from under that foot, because now they're like, well, we gave you some money. I mean, you did a movie when you calmed down. I still got the scars, you know. I mean, I still feel it when I go to sleep. I still feel them cops on me. You know what I'm saying? The cops will beat me. I still feel that. You know what I'm saying? If I hear helicopters and sirens, I still panic. You know, and that's not cool. You know what I'm saying?
Then there's Sly Diggler narrative. He put a heavy claim on the table that shows how calculated those nights really were. He says he was once paid to impregnate 3 major female celebrities during Diddy's gatherings, and he claims he is holding DNA proof to back it up. The names he dropped are Beyonce, Young Miami, and Daphne Joy. When you hear those names together, it forces you to look back at everything we thought we knew about their connections to that world. Sly alleges the payment was not just to attend, it was to create situations that would give Diddy long-term leverage, living ties, future drama, evidence that would be hard to walk away from.
Right, because if you could do 2 rounds and you bust each time, then you get paid more.
It was about the cum shots. Like, it was definitely about the cum shots. One time it was like, I give you 2 bands more if you do another cum shot. So it's definitely about the cum shot.
Okay. And these sessions would last like 12 hours?
Yeah, minimum.
Minimum?
Yeah.
What was the longest you went?
I mean, it usually was go from night till morning to the afternoon. I mean, I say like 16 hours. It's just like a night to day thing, night to day. So, yeah.
Okay, well, most human beings can't have a session like that for 16 hours.
I have the $1 million question right now. You ready for it? The $1 million question is, so do y'all officially go together real bad? I'm asking. I want to know.
She gonna answer that.
You not answering that?
No. I don't know what you're asking exactly. We definitely go together real bad.
Then that's what it is. Then that's what it is.
She's my date for the night. She's
it's just a good date night.
It's like date night.
We don't put titles on it. Everybody wants us to put a title on. We don't put titles on it. This is like my best friend in the world. One of the most beautiful people God has blessed me to meet.
Absolutely.
And I'm blessed that she's my date tonight.
Absolutely.
Can I get like a little napkin for my forehead? Damn, I'm sweating.
And maybe y'all onto something. No titles might be it.
Yeah, no
for
titles,
sure. No
no
titles
titles.
might be it. That might be it.
So how many rounds you be going?
You know.
The people don't.
You know though.
I know, but the people don't.
Okay, so
I'm
what's the answer?
asking for the people.
What's the answer? What's the answer?
Baby, let me tell y'all something. On which yacht? This don't go to sleep. I be like, God damn. I'm gonna tell y'all something. For real. I really thought that I was gonna like make him tap out. Like I really thought he was gonna be being out no chance. This don't go to sleep. Like I be like, nigga, go to sleep. You gotta be energized, you gotta be charged up like a Tesla.
When you going off the grid with me, you gotta go to sleep for a week.
Yeah, because it's definitely giving no sleep.
That is the level these parties allegedly operated on. Not random chaos, a system, recorded from start to finish. The tapes became tools for blackmail and control. Once you had footage of big names in compromising positions, you could keep them quiet or in line for years. Paying somebody to create pregnancies added another layer. It created material that could be pulled out whenever needed. Now line that up with what DaBaby has been saying and the picture gets darker. DaBaby spoke on stepping into one of those after parties and seeing Beyonce there. He described the energy feeling off from the moment he walked in. She allegedly approached him in a way that did not match regular networking. DaBaby hinted he was being scouted for something deeper, and when he refused to submit, the pressure started coming down. His career momentum slowed, doors closed. Opportunities dried up. It looked exactly like what happens when you do not play along in that world. Gene Deal was also loud about it.
The freestyles, I never stopped that. Like, that was really the only thing I could do off the rip. That was my way to, boom, keep doing what I'm doing. But when it comes to like festivals and like that shit is controlled, you know what I mean? Like somebody press the button. You know what I'm saying? Somebody press the button, you get what I'm saying? And I gotta navigate my way through that. However I navigate my way through that, that ain't something I can just,
Bruh, those people who was caught at Diddy party did not know that he had 250 tape recorders in that house.
The same environments that allegedly use paid arrangements and long-term leverage are the same ones Keefe D is now tying to Tupac. Then there's the Pimp C layer. Word is Pimp C got his hands on one of the key tapes from those nights, something explosive. Instead of that tape making it out, Pimp reportedly got taken out before he could do anything with it. Some say it was not random. It was a clean way to keep the blackmail material under lock and key. Official cause of death was lean-related complications and sleep apnea. People close to him, including Too Short, never felt the story added up. The timing still bothers a lot of people who knew him. Jaguar Wright has been loud that it was a hit. When you put that next to Sly's claims about DNA proof and paid impregnation deals, it starts to feel like pieces of the same puzzle.
Who was in this Pimp C tape?
All I can tell you, there was a famous R&B chick, and it was a guy that was getting money at the time. And, you know, Pimp, he used to be in the studio. And every now and then he'd have a camcorder, so he was able to get some footage. And he wanted to do something with the footage, but I don't know why he didn't do nothing with it, but if I could have got a hold of that tape, I'd be a billionaire, man. Hey, whoever it was, they would have to kill me, man. I know TMZ would have paid a bank for that one, man. But yeah, it is a tape, and if you read the comments, a lot of people figured out. A lot of people figured out because, you know, people that was in Houston at the time, they know who was a little loose, you know, as a Montana goose. You know what I mean? So, you know, they also know who was having money at the time. So it's not really hard to figure out.
Like, tell me something. Like, you know what I mean? And the most I could get was, I never got if the door was locked or not. I just had to break it down. Because if the door wasn't locked, that means somebody left out.
Right.
If the door was locked, that means he felt good, he locked it, he was in there.
Right.
It's a whole different level of what happened. A lot of shit goes out the window if I just know that part.
Right.
But then it's like I heard some shit about he had his clothes on or something. I don't know. Like I don't really know if all this is true, but I just heard parts like I'm like, what happened to my guy?
Right.
And then they come out with the official. It was a mixture of some stuff, a prescription and something else or something that I don't really know. But with me, I never really heard something that would give that closure for me. I never really heard anything.
These stories keep circling back to the same elite networks, power players who throw wild gatherings that look glamorous from the outside, but allegedly hide recruitment systems, transactional relationships, and heavy blackmail material. Voices like Ali Carter have described young individuals being moved through similar pipelines. The baby talked about the fear that hits when you see too much and choose not to participate. Pimp C allegedly holding a tape and then getting dealt with shows the lengths taken to keep everything quiet. Now bring it all back to Tupac. Keefe D is not just talking money and logistics on the stand. He is pointing at a personal reason that cut deeper than East Coast versus West Coast. The claim circulating is that Diddy and Tupac were more than industry colleagues. Some insiders have described the connection as obsession on Diddy's side, something closer than regular friendship. Old footage from performances and public moments got pulled back up, with people saying the energy between them looked different once you knew what to look for.
Nothing, I don't know. I never said anything. Oh, it's time to start dancing.
The last time the two were seen in public together was at Diddy's birthday party. Allegedly, something happened that night that ended whatever they had. Some are saying Tupac walked away from the relationship right there on Diddy's birthday. Less than a month later, Tupac was shot. The streets have been whispering for years that the whole East Coast West Coast rivalry was a cover for a personal fallout that got out of hand. Keefe D's alleged version is that the hit was ordered because Tupac ended it and refused to stay quiet or controlled. That tattoo of Tupac's skull over Diddy's heart still gets brought up every time this story resurfaces. People keep asking what it really meant. Was it respect, or was it something else that never fully healed?
Process of being on Google, I came across another fuck. This one, to which I had to blink multiple times to make sure I was seeing what I was seeing. Does that skeleton look familiar to anybody? Like, if you could take a wild guess, is there any specific person with a bandana that might come to mind? And so because that black and white picture was a little fuzzy, I went down a rabbit hole because I'm like, no, I need to see this tattoo as clear as I possibly can. Am I tripping? Is that not a skeleton with a bandana wrapped around his head? Tattooed on the heart side of his chesticles? Like when they say that reality is stranger than fiction, I just don't even want to go down any more rabbit holes regarding this man or anybody in Hollywood for that matter. These folks crazy.
Tupac was loud, fearless, emotional, and impossible to control. He called people out publicly, switched sides, and exposed tensions. The industry was turning into a billion-dollar machine, and Pac was becoming dangerous to that system because he refused to play quiet. Some powerful names allegedly benefited the most once he was gone. Now, the only man ever charged is about to face a jury. His own past words are the main evidence against him. The older claims about a personal relationship, rejection, and a paid hit are sitting right next to the new courtroom energy. The streets are watching every move because this might be the closest the culture has ever come to hearing what really happened to Tupac inside those closed-door sessions and why saying no cost him everything. Trust the online community been talking loud. One user wrote, Pimp C died on Jay-Z's birthday, just saying. Another said, Too Short knows exactly what he's talking about when it comes to these mysterious celebrity deaths. This world is nothing as it seems. Spotlight on you. What do you think happens when Keefe D keeps talking under oath? If the private sessions and the personal rejection are the real motive, how many other artists who got close and then pulled away are still carrying the same pressure? And if Sly Diggler's DNA claims and the Pimp C tape stories are even partly true, how deep does the control system really go? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, cause this story far from over. And don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for the latest scoop in celebrity drama.